those compliment our opponent. They played extremely hard. Also compliment our football team. We're 9-0. This is, I think, for the third time in University of Florida history, and that's pretty impressive because this obviously has got a great history to the school. The one thing that stood out to me is our coverage units are playing probably at the highest level, probably the highest level I've ever have the privilege of being around. Those guys did a good job of containing their kickoff returner. I thought our defense played tremendous, and I thought our offense did okay. We still are lacking the big play production that we need to get in our offense. But once again, a chance to go 10-0. That's the best thing about 9-0 is a chance to go 10-0. Go on the road next week against South Carolina and put a great finish to a great season. And look forward to getting back to work on Sunday. I'll answer any questions.
Van over to the right.
Can you talk about the defense's performance tonight without Brandon Spikes?
Yeah, defense was tremendous. Not much of a drop-off. Now, Ryan Stamper is a great leader. He's a great player. I thought Dustin Doe, Coach Strong, called him out in there. So it's pretty good when you have some depth when you take out a great player and you put in two older players that played well. I think Bostic at times, he's involved. I started him on kickoff and started him on punt, and then he played well at the end of the game. So we're getting a little bit of depth, but it's good when you pull a senior out and be able to have two guys play like that. Doe and Stamp are very impressive.
And, after the Georgia game last week, a lot of people seem to think, okay, the offense is back on track. Is there reason to be concerned after tonight's performance?
Oh, yeah. We just didn't have the big play production. We had 4 sacks, I noticed, and we didn't have any home run shots. And, just always a concern. Find a concern with something every game you play. It's not kickoff cover. Last year's kickoff cover. Got that squared away. Now we have to get some production out of the offense. A little more production. I mean, it's 27 points or whatever, but we're working at it.
Can you just talk about the Demps touchdown instead of going for the usual Tebow 4th and 1?
That was a great call by Steve. We knew we didn't know, but we took a gamble that on 4th and 1 he called the perfect play, and it's a little risky play because if they're not pinching, it's not a great play. And they were in the 6-0 blitz. We call it 6-0 no D blitz, and it was. We knew if we got it executed, it'd be a walk-in because there's no one's left.
Question in the back.
Coach, David Nelson stepped up, made some catches lately. How big is it to have him or anybody, since so many of the balls early on were going to Hernandez and Cooper?
Yeah, Cooper, that guy, the number 5 is a hell of a corner for them. We thought he did a heck of a job, and David Nelson and obviously Aaron had a heck of a day, and Brandon James had his best day this year. But David Nelson does more for this team than most of you guys even realize as far as blocking, as far as being able to be a little bit of a hybrid guy that can block the edge and then also get involved in the passing game. So he's a very valuable member of this team.
Question right or left.
You said you were kind of upset with the lack of big plays. Is that why you took a shot to Aaron Hernandez late in the fourth quarter?
We're just trying to make things happen. We're just trying, when I say you said I'm upset. We need big plays. Any offense in the country to get production, you need big plays. And it seems like our tailbacks, last year would all of a sudden pulling out and launch, we'd get one down the field or we'd make it a long pass. So we're just not getting that. And I know everybody's pressing to get it done, and we have to get that done with these games coming up.
Coach, the events of the week, things that happened, did it give your team a little bit of a chip on their shoulder? Did they play with one? Do you feel like that sort of gave you a little bit of momentum?
We certainly try to use that, and just not many teams. We're in an area of University of Florida has never had before. I think that's 19 straight. You got a lot of stuff. Like you said, this was the week of stuff. It's been the year of stuff. And what does stuff do to bad families? It rips them apart. Or bad teams, it rips them apart. What's it do to solid teams and solid families? Is it gets them a little closer. And I'm proud to say I think this is a very solid family and solid team. So in my opinion, to go out there and play like they did, was it perfect? No, but we're 9-0. And you had a pretty sound win over a SEC East opponent. So I'm very proud of them.
And on the 19-0, it seems like it's almost like taken for granted now. It's like a ho-hum. Florida wins again.
No, it's not.
Not to you, but other people. It's like almost people.
I don't care about
sick
that.
of seeing you well.
Those people in that room, it's not a ho-hum.
But
I can assure you.
you
Have you ever gone 19-0?
Years.
I can answer that for you. You have not. So it's not ho-hum. I can assure you that is. If it's ho-hum for somebody, you got to really reflect and say, no, where am I headed in this life right now? Because if 19-0 in the Southeastern Conference, University of Florida, is ho-hum, then you got one exciting life, man. You got a lot of good stuff going for you. Because 19-0, I don't want to ever take anything away from what those cats have done. They're 2 out of 3 times, I believe, right? 2 out of 3 times we're going to go play in the Atlanta for the SEC championship in the best conference in college football. There is absolutely nothing about what this team's doing.
I
To
just wanted to
correct
say,
that word.
just wanted